Let's talk about a sensitive matter, at least personally speaking for us here in Sapa, that we noticed immediately upon arriving here.
It is child labor.
And by that, what we mean is that while you're here walking around, especially in the square, in all the mostly tourist areas where you find a lot of tourist activities, there are these little children. When I say little, they look like they could be maybe 3, 4, 5-year-olds, and they have a baby on their back, carrying them around. An infant, yes. And they're trying to sell you the local arts and crafts, and they're literally very pushy, even more so than the adults. We've had a situation where a little girl was walking with us trying to sell her bracelet or whatever it was she was selling, and she literally walked with us for about 1.5 blocks. And she kept saying the same thing. And the thing we notice here is that they speak English. Well, that's what you would think. They have a few words that they have learned, and the local villagers here. Where you from? What's your name? So they have these little phrases, and they see if you speak English, and if you do, then they come with me to my homestay. You'll get it all day, every day, as long as you're out and about here in Sapa. And it's kind of like a turn off. But back to more of the child part of it is that we spoke to many hotel managers, even vendors and people who have restaurants, the locals here, and they all tell us, do not give these children money. What they're doing, they're preying on your sympathy. They want you to feel sorry for them. They're barefooted, they're dirty. They want you to feel sorry, and you get money. And when you look, the mom is literally like across the street, or sometimes you don't even know that because you're like, who are you with? Because you know, in Western culture, we normally, your child is near the parent. Here, they're kind of roaming around, but the parents are off, and they're watching them, but they're just off in the distance. So basically, the parents are sending them off to solicit you as a tourist to try to get you to spend money on them because they figure, oh, it's a child, and you're going to spend it.
And sometimes they are trying to dress them up cute in traditional outfits, and tourists like to take pictures with them, give them money or buy from them. And the reason why it's really bad is because those are tribal people, and they send out kids to work to make more money, and kids don't go to school because of that. A lot of times we see kids sleeping on the floor next to whatever they are selling, and they don't go to school, and they have them marry really young, about at age 14, 16, and have more kids.
Yes, so the money you give them thinking you're going to help them, you're not really helping them, and what that does is actually contribute to the problem. And I say the problem because I'm also speaking on behalf of locals, business owners that we have spoke to about this matter, and they all agree in unity, it is bad. They do not like it. They do not like to see these kids roaming the streets selling stuff while the parents are just off on the side. It's just not a good thing. And no matter how much money you give them, it's not going to help. It's just going to contribute, because now they're going to say, okay, well, I'm getting money. I'm going to send you out even more so you can make more money. Even a thing where come daytime, nighttime. So what a local business owner told us is that sometimes in the evening times, you'll see a lot of them out. And the later tourists stay out and kind of, you know, having fun or enjoying the city and the nightlife, and it becomes later at night, if you're giving them money at 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, then they're like, oh, okay, tourists are out at this time. We're gonna keep our kids out till midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning if we have to, because tourists are out and they're willing to give us money. So we are passing on the word of the locals here in Sapa. Do not give these kids money. Do not feel sympathy. It is a part of the whole ploy. It's a part of the whole playing on your sympathy to give them money.
And you might think, okay, instead of buying and giving them money, maybe I'll buy kids some ice cream, some toys, but that is not the solution either. A lot of times when you buy, let's say, one ice cream to one child, the same child will ask you for more ice cream, and 2 minutes later you will see 10 kids
around
asking you for ice cream. And as far as toys goes, they do have the toys, but again, because they are out on the streets, they're working. They don't have time to play with those toys. And Sometimes they just want to show you how poor they are, but in reality they do have all those things. If you do want to contribute to the local community and donate, do it through an organization, through school, but do not give anything personally to children or to the parents who are soliciting.
Let us know in the comment, what is your thoughts on child labor? And let us know also, have you visited Sapa before? Have you experienced what we're talking about? And what was your experience like? What was your interactions with these children? Because they do come running up to you and you're like, oh my God, so adorable. It almost caught us at the very beginning, but you know, we understand, and because we travel, we see these things a little bit more often, but for some people, they don't. And when they see it, it's you know, it's a heartfelt thing. It's a child, they're young, they're very young. So it's easy to get caught up in the scheme. Our time here in Sapa was really great. We got to go around. Secondly, is to go down to all the local villages and do homestays. We didn't get a chance to do that just because it's rainy season and it was just pouring every morning, every night. It was downpours. So we didn't want to trek down to the villages and have to deal with the rainy situation. So we didn't get a chance to do that. Maybe on our second time coming back to Sapa. But all in all, Sapa is a very charming place. You know, it has its pros and it has its cons, but all in all, we really enjoyed our time here, and we stood here for 6 nights.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Come on, so much for watching, and as usual,
Just be out with us. Cheers.